Uh, you mentioned the idea of a perfect transition before. What would that look like to you?
I mean, honestly, to me, at this point, I feel like the final piece to my transition would be facial feminization surgery. It's just that, I don't know if I wanna get it done because 'cause I've just seen kind of iffy results,
You mean Dylan
so
Mulvaney?
I I don't wanna get into, like, specific, but,
I'll get specific. I don't know. I think he looks I think Dylan looks the same, but now there's just like a tighter face.
it's I mean, it's hard for me to talk shit about Dylan Mulvaney because they've always been very nice to me, and they've always been very supportive, but it's tough because ever since I saw the video that they collaborated with Jeffrey Marsh and supported that and I will say that predator, I
For real.
don't it's hard for me to support Dylan's content because have you seen the clip of Jeffrey Marsh telling children to privately message him on, like, his whatever is it it's not OF, it's
Ew.
Patreon, and he's like, "Yeah, so we can talk more privately about transition."
Ew, what a predator. Every other video I see, of him, has to do with, "Oh, like, you need to go no contact," and I just laugh because I'm like, "These are kids, they don't have jobs, you can't go no contact with the person whose house you live in, whose food you eat, they're paying for your cell phone, they're paying for you to go to school and everything else, paying for the clothes on your back. Oh, but I'm gonna go no contact. Yeah, let me go no contact until it's dinner." And then I'll be downstairs, mom. It's ridiculous. It's
No,
comical.
Jeffrey's gonna take him in. Jeffrey's got plenty
Ugh.
of room at his house.
Has Jeffrey offered that? Like, "Come to my house."
No, I'm totally joking on that, but, I it wouldn't surprise me with all the creepy shit he said.
It's so gross. Wow. Yeah, I think Dylan is kind of like I can see the part of, okay, the fun, campy, this is clearly a Broadway performer, this could all just be a big troll, but, like, love Dylan or hate Dylan, whatever, clearly, like, maybe he's like a professional troll or something, but when I saw the video with Jeffrey and I was like, "Ugh," I was like, "Wow, this is what you're gonna align yourself with? Okay." It kinda puts you in a different category for me.
Well, like, the thing is I kind of used to think what you thought, like, "Oh, this might have been, like, a performance," but then, Dylan got FFS surgery, so I'm like, would someone that was putting on a performance really undergo facial surgery? Like, I mean, I don't know, people have done crazier things, but, like, I wonder if someone would really go under that for money and sponsorships.
I think Dylan would. Everything that I've seen about it was a person who was dying to be famous, like acting, and then there's the argument of was Dylan groomed? Like that's a whole nother subject. But everything I've seen, I'm like, this is a person who would do anything to be famous. And like for all I know, Dylan still has their equipment, so you could just go
Mhm.
back to being a dude with like a tighter face. Um,
Yeah.
like I'll joke sometimes, like you got to be all in, give up your cock, but it is kind of interesting. I wouldn't put it past. Like, look, someone like I feel like someone like Greta Thunberg is totally manipulated to preach a certain point, to run with a certain narrative. So I think it's possible somebody would get surgery to be like, "Hey, get this facial feminization surgery. You will be a millionaire. You'll be set for life. You'll have what 10 plus endorsements, like sponsorship deals.
Yeah.
You'll be super, super famous." I think a lot of people would sign up for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I could see it. It's just it's tough, like, when someone has always just been very supportive of you, but you also feel like you're seeing a dark side of them. Um, and I do feel like I've seen, like, a dark side of Dylan. Like, I feel like I'm seeing through the character now and how a
Mm.
lot of the videos do feel like a performance. Because at first I was like, I do this. Like, I'm all, like, fake happy for TikTok videos sometimes, or at least I used to be on my old content. But, I don't know, lately, especially with every video being like this same fake personality, I just feel like we've never seen a genuine person since
Hmm.
the transition. And I would love to
Wow.
just if this person genuinely is transgender, I wish that they would just show us the real side of them. Like talk like a normal person. Don't be putting on a show for once. Like I think that'd be really interesting to see.
That's a really good point. I think that's why so many people love you and your content because you're never like really pretending. You're very genuine and authentic, and that comes across. People can tell. With Dylan, everything is like Dylan's like a cartoon. It's like you don't know who is there a person under there, or you're just trying to like sell Bud Light. You were saying
Yeah.
you're seeing a darker side of Dylan. Is this since the facial feminization surgery, or was it before that? And what were you seeing that makes you think Dylan has kind of like a dark side that's coming out?
Honestly, I don't know if you've seen the Jeffrey Marsh video that he did with him, with Dylan. They did like a collab video that's been kind of going viral on Twitter, but it was a TikTok that's from like almost a year ago. So it is old
Oh, the
news.
one about like who's gatekeeping? Who's the people that are letting
Yeah.
people into girlhood?
Like
Yeah, so
woman,
that
and
one.
then it was especially creepy when Jeffrey was like, womanhood or girlhood is like exciting to me. Like I get excitement out of that. I was like, what does that
Why?
mean?
What
And
is
then Dylan
exciting
was like
about that?
agreeing with him. I was like, what? But like once I saw that video, I decided to take a deeper dive into Dylan's content because I'm a mutual. So like I can see, friends only videos as well. And not to like expose anything, but I did see a video on friends only that was kind of, I don't know if it was like right before the transition or right after, around that area, where Dylan was basically on a car, like saying, I just got this new car, and was like flashing like the camera on purpose of like his bulging underwear. And I don't know, to me, I'm like, if you're actually transgender, would you be wanting to show off your bulge?
Mm,
And I wasn't going to post it, but I do have it screen recorded just so I can make that statement without anyone telling me I'm a liar. But I also, I scrolled back even further to before like the day one of being a girl, day two. He was doing, or I'm sorry, I'm going to respect pronouns. They were doing something that, I'm not gonna say he or she just because I don't wanna do either or, so I'm just gonna say they. But, they did a video where they got their estrogen for the first time, and it was like, "Oh, it's non-binary they of the day," or
mm.
something like that, and it was like a very similar style to like, "Oh, day da da da, being a girl," and it just made me realize, "Oh, this person has been trying different styles of like, you know, ear-catching phrases that are gonna like piss people off and get attention." That this clearly is someone that did want to be famous, that did want attention for their transition. Um, so I don't know, when there's a million videos being like day of the day, and then we have one video where it's day one of being a girl and it's like blown up a shit ton. I don't know,
Wow.
there's a pattern there clearly that this person loves attention and they want to be known for their transition.
Yeah, like just digging around, seeing what sticks. That's a really good observation. And
Yeah.
I feel like that is the kind of person that would go through surgeries or literally do anything to be famous.
Yeah,
Because now
I could
Dylan is
see it.
globally famous. I mean, I hope I hope Dylan's in it for the right reasons. What a funny thing to say. Thanks for the super chat, Frank. If the LGBT community says gender is non-binary and fluid, that two genders don't exist, would that mean that bisexuality doesn't actually exist to them?
That's a good question because I feel like people that say there aren't two genders, wouldn't they be like bisexuality is offensive now?
Right. Wouldn't they just say you're sexual?
Yeah. And I mean, I think their goal is to create not only a genderless society, but like a society where everyone's sexuality is fluid, which is just crazy. Like, no one wants that.
Yeah, it
Um,
sounds like something out of Brave New World, and I think that's part of why Dylan is so popular is because Dylan is selling androgyny. I think that's why Dylan hasn't gotten boobs yet, or I don't know. Have they? What kind of surgery is going on down there? I don't know that Dylan is open about that. I feel like Dylan probably still has the equipment
no,
that
they
they were
they still
born
have
with.
it. Yeah.
So I just think Dylan's trying to sell androgyny, like that the flat look, the sort of like you could go either way. Who knows what you're into?
Right. I don't understand why Dylan didn't get laser done before facial feminization surgery. Like you have all this money, all these sponsorships and followers. Why wouldn't like most doctors recommend you get your entire face lasered before having that surgery?
Yes, he
So
had
why
Dylan had a 5 o'clock shadow in the Bud Light thing in the bathtub. That's why I was like, I tweeted, I'm like,
yes.
it's oh Bud Light, it's 5 o'clock shadow somewhere. Why wouldn't that be priority number one? I don't
Like I
know.
don't understand like why like that was clearly there's a choice being made to not get laser, clearly. And it's like
Which is
why?
which is why I think Dylan wants to look like both or neither.
Which,
'Cause I
if
think
anything, that's not trans then, you know? Like, what is that? That's a mental health disorder to me at that point, because why are you trying to look like something in between? That's not normal.
yeah, which is why it's like the focus on girlhood and not womanhood, because womanhood is like, yeah, that's boobs, that's bills. Like people associate womanhood, like that's when shit gets real. Girlhood is like, ah, I'm a kid forever.
Yeah, which I mean, funny enough, that is how Dylan acts in a lot of their videos, is like a kid.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.